Have you ever been shouldered by a man in Japan? Congratulations, you've had a run-in with a butsukari otoko. We're not talking about a little shoulder bump. We're talking about a full shoulder ram, like actual assault. Butsukari otoko are a recognized problem in Japan, and they're generally categorized into 4 categories. First type, tsuisekigata. They lock onto a victim and ram into them from behind. These ones are often perverts who get off on doing this. Sometimes, often, they don't otherwise have much contact with women. Second type, innengata. After ramming into their victim, they'll often then yell at them. For example, for walking while using their smartphone or getting in their way. These ones feel a sense of justice because they think their victims deserve it. They enjoy a sense of domination and control over their victims. Third, kogekigata. These ones will do a step further and assault their victims with umbrella, a bag, their legs. It's said their main goal is stress relief. They probably don't have any friends and are unhappy with their daily lives. Last but not least, fourth, wagamichikata. This is the type that go out of their way to go against the flow of pedestrian traffic to ram into their victim. They're self-centered, misogynistic, and get off on feeling superior to weaker women. So, which one's your favorite? What all 4 types have in common is they usually aim for women who they think look weaker than them in crowded spots because it's harder to have witnesses and they can get away with it easily. And speaking from experience, it's pretty hard to avoid them in crowded spots. But if you're walking somewhere with less people, you can sometimes see them coming. Once I was walking on a wider pathway and there was just one dude coming from the other direction. The pathway was like on the wide side, like a meter. I'm walking this way, he comes this way, we're getting closer, and I kid you not, when he's like pretty close, like half a meter away, he makes a direct diagonal for me, like cutting across a whole meter. I swerved last second and he stumbled. Zamamido. Also though, don't let your guard down just because you're standing still. One time I was waiting for a friend at Osaka Station and I was standing like near the ticket gate, minding my own business, looking at my smartphone, to the side, out of way of pedestrian traffic. Next second I was on the floor. Dude had elbowed my head. I can't confirm that it was an elbow because I didn't actually see it happen, but it hurt like when I looked up, dude was power walking away like the little shit he is. Anyway, I've said this so many times and I'll repeat it as many times as I have to. I love Japan, but when someone tells you that Japan is perfectly safe, there is nothing to worry about, that's a sign that you should stop listening to them immediately for any advice about Japan. Or anything else maybe. Especially if you're a woman. Stay safe everyone. Oyasumi nasai.